Welcome back. In this video, I want to give props out to Vince Armenti for some of his recent grinder strategy videos. Check out his YouTube channel for some great info and strategies. So I'm curious to try this grinder strategy of $160 across. Basically, always working the $25 on each place number and $30 on the 6 and 8. But then on every roll after that, we keep putting $25 don't come bet, $25 don't come, $25 don't come. We have the most money at risk at the initial come out. But then, with more and more numbers being hit, this will increase the amount of DC or don't come bets we have spread across as well. And these numbers where we have both a place bet and a DC bet is essentially a free and no risk bet if that number's rolled. If the place number's rolled, we lose the DC bet, but the place bet will cover that loss, plus win a little extra. If the evil 7 is rolled, that place bet loses, but the DC bet wins essentially the same amount back, so usually breaking even. Plus, the more DC bets you have out there, the more money you win back at the very end when that 7 is rolled. So let's give this a try. So let's do this. $160 across. We'll give that to the dealer right off the bat. And we'll have the bets working on the come out rolls. So here we go. And we're not going to even worry about the pass line bet now because we'll just kind of pretend as the shooter is a whole different person. But this will give me a chance to practice my shooting as well. All right, so coming out. 10. So point is 10. We have $45 on that $25 bet. Okay, pause for 1 second. Let me apologize here for messing up the VIG bets. I had too many things going on in my head and I totally dropped the ball, so my bad. We're just actually gonna do the $45 win for the $25 bet. Don't worry about the 2-for-1 payouts and paying the VIG on the buy bet. We're going to skip it for this time, so just standard bet. So let's get back to it. And what'll happen is take that $25, put it on the don't come. Take the rest, put it in our stack. And that's all we'll keep doing every time. We put $25 don't come bet. And we take the change. All right, point is 10. 10. Pass line winner. So, point is off. We got, this guy pays 45 again. So let's just throw another nickel in there. And the dealer will make it nice and clean here. So we win 50, it'll be a buy, so we end up throwing $1 in for the VIG. So we get 50 paid out. The don't come goes up. And for the come out roll, you can't play the DC bet on the come out roll itself. Everything else, again, we make sure the dealer knows we're working, so we're on. All bets are good to go. Coming out. Hard 4. So we get paid here. Another 45 for our $25 bet. Let's throw another nickel up there to make it clean. All right, so that's 50, goes to us. Throw the $1 in for the VIG. Now, we can throw 25 over to the don't come, and we just keep letting it grind away. Now, if you're paying attention, the don't come here, if we hit a 7, we lose all the numbers, but any of the don't comes will win, an even bet. So here it's basically if we get a 7 or if we hit the 10. We hit the 10, this wins $45, which will cover when that loses because of the 10. And if the don't come hits with a 7 and we lose that, that's an even bet here. So we break even. So either way, we're not going to lose if we hit a 10. Eight. So we get paid 35 for that 8. The don't come moves to the 8. And we put our 25 back on the don't come, and we get 10 goes to our stack. And now we're grinding away. And since we have the DC, the don't come up here already, if we hit a 10 or if we hit the 7, either way, we either break even or we make money. Now also the 8 is the same thing. We either pretty much break even or we make money. Five. All right. We got 35. The DC goes to the 5. Put our 25 on the DC again. We get 10 goes to our stack. We'll just end up building all our nickels here in our bank. But the more we get across, the less we actually have at risk. Even though we started with $160 across, we actually have less than that now at risk. Five. So we hit the 5, so the don't come loses. That goes back to the bank. But we win 35 for the place bet part. Now the DC comes over. We put our 25 from the winnings in the DC again. And remember, the don't come is a self-service bet where you actually have to keep putting the bet out there. So don't forget, the place bets, you actually put it out and the dealer will put it there. So remember, self-service, make sure you keep putting that quarter back up there. And the $10 go in our winning stack. Eight. All right, so 8. So our DC, our don't come, loses. That goes in the bank. But we get 35 for the place bet. The don't come comes over to the 8 now. We take our $25, put that over on the don't come, and take our $10 into our stack. All right, point is still 4. Six. All right, so now 35. And the DC now goes to the 6. And take that 25 over to the DC. 10 goes into our stack. Point is still 4. And I didn't mention before, we're just doing the hard way set here on the toss, just practicing that. Hard 4, big winner, big pass line winner, and hard way. Nice. All right, this comes off. So that wins 45 for that $25 bet. Let's throw a nickel over here. Have the dealer clean that up for us. So that's 50. Guess we didn't do the VIG. Sorry about that. I know I'll get reamed. I'm just ignoring the VIGs for right now. I'll on the other ones too. But let's see, since the first time I'm actually dealing with don't come betting, my math get distracted, sorry. All right, so we got the 50 here. This DC comes over, and since we're coming out, the don't come bet is off. You can't bet it right now, so that goes into the stack. Make sure the dealer knows all bets are working. We're on a come out roll. Shooting hard way, set. 5. All right, the point is 5. The DC on the 5 loses, but we win it plus another 10 for the 35. Take that quarter, throw it over on the DC, 10 goes into our stack. And we just let this keep grinding and grinding. Yo, 11. All right, that's a good bring up here. So we lose on a 7 and 11 on the don't come. So we lose on that one. A 2 and a 3, we win an even bet, an even payout. And a 12 is a push. So the bank gets the quarter. We throw another quarter. Dice out to the shooter. And here we go again. 6. Alright, so again, the DC loses, but we get 35. DC moves over. Take your 25 from your winnings. 10 goes into your stack. Seven out. So now here's the big thing about playing the don't comes along with your place bets. So now 7 out, we lose this don't come bet, we lose all the place bets. This goes off, but all our DC bets, they get paid because they hit the 7 before the number was hit, and those are even payouts. So we just got another 100 back, plus our 100 that we had up there on DCs. So we collect that into our stack. So what do we start out with? We start out with 350. 1, 2, 350. All right, so let's see how much we came out ahead. That's 100. 25. So that's what we started with our 350. We have 100, 200, and 13. So that roll, we just made $213 on top of our initial buy-in of 350. So the grinder method, not too bad. We start with $160 out across the place numbers. We have a bigger amount than you may usually bet, but you don't actually have it all at risk once we get a few numbers and a few of the DC bets out there. And so one, you're gonna, even if you don't make a lot of profit off of it, if you're hauling in there for time, you'll get a good comps calculation as well. So that could be a good feature too. So grinder method, not too bad. Might have to play it when there's somebody else, some random shooter. All right, thanks for checking this out. And maybe I'll play some more here too. So cool, take it easy and I'll see you at the table.